Welcome back to Solar Expanse Builders. We have a lot of missions scheduled, 7 in fact. I was actually trying to plan a couple more missions, but we're out of rockets. So we need to let some of these actually happen so our rockets can get refurbished. I even sent up the old Falcon that we've never particularly wanted to use just to move some more stuff around. We are doing quite well for ourselves. We're quite far away from the AI. I did purchase all the polymers on Earth because I needed some, so I took them. That's just how I roll. And we're going to use some of those, hopefully, to make some solar sails in the near-ish future. I was also planning on just bringing some up, but that was when I discovered that actually I don't have what I need. Oh, look at that. There's our Earth. We're heading out of Mars. The first return trip from Mars. You'll love to see it. Metal mine finished on Mars. Slow this down a little bit. I invested that first 150 into another mine so that we could hopefully get ahead of people. We need to also build a fuel refinery. That only needs 50 and 10 rares. Let's go ahead and get that. I probably should have sent them some more rares too. Is what it is, I suppose. So right now that puts us at 10 people working. And then that's gonna, I believe, be 5 more. Maybe we should do another fuel refinery. Also, thinking about this, we should probably get ourselves a launch pad here. We are going to be 120. Oh, I keep looking at the silicon. Yeah, I probably should get a launch pad up and running. We are going to be moving some materials locally, so we will have some launches at least. And even if it's just sending ships back home, 10% is 10%. So I think that'll add up quite nicely. We launched? No, we have not launched our Earth ones yet. On Luna, I would quite like a few things. I want to get the glass factory up and running. And I would like to increase our metal mining. If we look here, I noticed that there's actually a timeline. So at the current rate of being mined, there's only 7.9 years left in this metal deposit. There's only 4.12 kilotons left. So that's 4,100 more metal. I think I'm going to build at least one more mine. I want the bulk of that just to have it here and ready to go and not let it fall into other people's hands. Once that's gone, there is 6 megatons of silicon. So yeah, Glassworks, I think this is going to be the place I'm going to put them. Otherwise, I don't know what we're going to do here. There's only 71 kilotons of water. I guess there's 3 megatons, but it's hard to get to. There also is some helium-3, 400 kilotons. I would love to get that, but we need a lot of tech. So, and same thing with the fissiles. We need a lot of tech to be able to get into that. So those aren't going to happen anytime soon. I'm really actually weirdly excited that we're getting this guy back already. Just taking basically our spare fuel and heading home. We are going to just end up with a whole collection of ships over there if we don't kind of think carefully about that. We also have this Apophos who gets relatively close to me. I need to see... Do the automatic mines just not mine those? And I have tech that could. So if we look at the auto mines, yeah, they don't do radioactives. Neither do any of my current mines. I'm guessing we need a tech for that. What is your problem? We don't have enough crew. Okay, yeah, that is a problem. I agree. Gonna go hire some crew. I don't exactly know how this works, but sure. We'll just go for 200 just to have enough people. I didn't even think about that as we were sending people away. Okay, there goes a whole bunch of stuff, including something that's not mine. Interesting. Okay, you're sending a drill. Okay, good luck with that. And you are sending a drill. Okay, well, have fun with that. Meanwhile, here we are sending entire fleets of ships. I guess my timeline is just a lot more aggressive than the AI's. Does that mean that we have some things that are ready to go again? I do. Okay, so our Falcon is ready. Falcon's not particularly useful, if I'm being honest. If I was gonna send stuff to Luna, I would want my orbital. Yeah, I need 10 alloys. Like, I really need 10 alloys here before it's really worth my time. I guess we could take 2 loads of carbon over there. Let's go ahead and set that up. So we would like a cyclical mission to Luna with a Stratos. Wind cargo is full. I want to take carbon. Don't need anything on the return. And we will do it twice. Okay, that is set up and done. Did I see that we have others? No. Ah, somebody's coming back, I see. Okay, we are back. We are refitting. So in 41 days, we will be ready to go again. I've already got that dealt with. I don't think I need to take more supplies at the moment. Could take some rares over there, but why? Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to get a full load, isn't it? I don't want to take too much glass, but I need to build one more solar panel so that I can power the glass works. We're just gonna chill on that, I think, for a second. Okay, on the planet, we have one down here. I do want to send more people. I think I'm gonna do that. So last time, I think we discovered that I can do, what was it? It wasn't 14. No, it was 14 pods. So let's go ahead and build. We will do crew compartment 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then I think we have to send a little extra supply. Although maybe this is short enough that I don't need to. Let's go 15 just to see if I can. I want to take our moon base up in population. We're going to need it to work these new buildings. So right now we're doing 20 out of 20 and 20. So we have 40 people here. So I could fit 60 more people. Let's go ahead and have them build another habitat because I can just do that. And then I guess I don't want this just sitting, not doing anything. So let's go ahead and let's queue up the glass kiln, even though we're not going to be able to actually run it. We won't have enough power. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Okay, are we Eagle 19 days? Okay, we'll go ahead and set up. Oh, that was constructing. No constructing, please. I want to plan a launch to Earth orbit with a payload container. All right, what do I all want to take up this time? I think we're going to take some of these. If it's 120 each, 600 would be 5. I don't remember the exact numbers. And I don't have them unlocked in this game for solar sails, but we'll just go ahead and get some stuff up there. Take 200 alloys. Only need to take like 10 at the moment, although we may just take a load over there to have some. And we'll send that up on an Eagle. I don't have enough fuel again. Oh, this is killing me. Okay. I think we need to expand our fuel works. Buying fuels feels like a fool's errand. All right, give me another 3,500. All right, go ahead and do that. Yeah, you can see why it's so important to make your fuel very efficient, especially for this launch. Launch pad at the minimum, better fuel sources, etc., also helpful. Aries, where are you? Okay, you're just returning. Got it. Okay. What are we gonna do about this fuel? This is a problem that needs to be solved. I have 1,000 water. We're barely consuming any. Okay, and I am trying to build. What's going on here? Okay, we are building them. They just take a while. We're going up to 5 fuel factories. Is that gonna? These are what? 5 each? 10. Is it? I think it's 10 for 2. So 5 each. So that's an additional 15 employees. We got plenty. On one hand, maybe I should buy it, but we're just gonna run into the same problem. And as hilarious as it is to kneecap the AI, I do need them to get up and running because I need them to buy things from me at some point. Notice we don't have any passive income particularly. Our upkeep is 34k. Yeah. Research is 30k. Like, we're pumping out some cash here, and I don't have anything that earns cash other than finishing missions. And as you're seeing, notice it's slowing down, slowing way down. So yeah, that's concerning. Mars. Okay, we got 300 and something. We are building the fuel, and they wanted to build a stupid hab. All right, well, we'll build a outpost. This really needs to be changed. It should be outpost or habitat. I don't see the point in building an outpost with 10 people. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe somebody sees the need for that, but this is just a little more than double, and it holds way more people. Or I could just bring in a mobile one if it's something that's easier to get to. Okay. That's queued up for all of our missions. Are you building? You are. There we are. Okay. Another thing done, and that means we actually have some production. Now, as we just saw, we need thousands, although the gravity on Mars is lower, so it won't be as much, but we're going to need something in the neighborhood of the same thing. Hence, I'm going to need more people. The auto ones just are too slow. All right, when that's done, we'll have another contract finished. Looks like Earth is getting going on those, yeah, compartments. Now, these are going to be for heading to the moon. Moon. 84 days on the hab. So right now, 80... I have room for 80 people. I got to make sure I don't send more than that. I'm pretty sure 15 times 5 is 50, 75 people. We're fine. We can send a full load if I can. Okay, we have all 15. We have a Stratos. And we have Eagles. Okay, let's go ahead and plan a mission from Earth to Luna using a Stratos. And I need to bring... Not that. I need to bring 15 of these if I'm allowed to. All right, we'll see if that's going to be the case. Eagle launch. I do want, well, all right, I'm going to continue to bring some with me. 1.2K, I can do it. 12 days, we should be fine. Cool. And go. Okay, I have 2 people in orbit. Okay, let's get these ones too. So let's take from Earth orbit to Luna. Take a Stratos. Yeah, I have 3K fuel here, so we're fine. These are only a couple hundred, so orders of magnitude easier than moving the other stuff. We'll take 40 tons of glass. That lets us build another solar panel. And then I am okay on supplies, right? Totally fine. Okay, we'll bring 110 alloys. And actually, now that I think about it, wait a minute. Don't I get the farm unlocked? Hydroponics farm just needs 50 metal. Cool. Go ahead and get one of those up too. And I would like to take the minimum amount of fuel. Well, again, let's leave a little bit. Okay, head over there. Now that we have the farm up, Mars also. Production. Now, I don't have any carbon here yet, so there's no reason to build it other than just to have it done and ready. I just am really torn on where we're gonna grow that food over there, and it's kind of moot at the moment, so maybe we'll leave that one be. We have that habitat. We have 2 metal mines. I have room for 5 more workers. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get some water or just more metal or fuel. We are We are sitting on a lot of fuel here. How the heck do I have that much fuel already? We must have come with extra. I'm just really torn here. Let's do another thing of fuel. Oh, I can't because I don't have the rares. Oof. Oof. Okay, 300 metal would allow me to get started on making alloys here. Preparation for humans to land on Mars is complete. However, power generators are up and running and shelters fully operational. All that remains is to get your astronauts. Well, important info. Humans consume supplies, live in habitats, and are the workforce for many production facilities. Resource mines and factories require human crews to operate. And if there's not enough, they will work at reduced speed. They can be recruited on Earth or born in colonies on other planets. Left without habitats or supplies, humans will quickly die in space and on other planets. If provided with food and shelter, humans will reproduce, which lets your colonies grow by themselves once they become large enough. Many planetary conditions can affect how easy it is for people to live there. Less like Earth, the harder it is to be colonists. All right, new contract. They want me to... Oh man, I just did that. That sucks. I wish it was deliver or have. All right, what do you actually want me to do? You want me to build a Hermes. That's kind of annoying because I don't actually want to really use Hermes. I guess for the sake of contracts, we will do it. We'll add him in here. I am going to finish my solar sail and my improved cargo for it, and then we'll build the Hermes, I suppose. Not impressed. Not impressed. Yeah, so they want to build a Hermes in orbit. Do I really? Hold on. Maybe this one will be okay because it did accept this one. Either way, though, I'm going to need some more up there. So we need 25 electronics and we need a bunch of alloys. I have nowhere near the fuel that we were going to need, though. 0.6 per day. That is just not going to cut it. Not in the slides. Not even one ton of fuel a day, which would literally be years before I could do that. We're obviously going to have to buy some. Speaking of obviously and buying some, we're going to need some electronics. I do not want to go crazy on that. We'll take 100. And I guess we're buying fuel. I'm just waiting for this to... There's only 6,000 fuel. Yes, please. I will take that. Now there's no fuel in the entire world. Okay, there we go. We're all right. I wonder if somebody's selling that off. I think the world produces some, but I think the other companies can sell it too. You know what? I'm gonna buy that too. I think somebody's selling this. All right, that's all right. That's all right. We're definitely driving up the price of fuel too. Let's go ahead and we don't have anybody here. Luna has 2. So one of you go back to Earth proper in our ship, and I want to bring these home. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. Yeah, this is definitely a place where the UI needs fixing. Like, this is not acceptable. So we have to manually click each one and manually take the people out. We should have one box, and then there should be a drop down where you can type how many you want to send, and then you should be able to change your crew thing either via a type box or a slider would be fine, but it would affect all of them at once and not one at a time. That is all 15 of them. I'm actually kind of tempted to bring some of the fuel back, but I guess we'll leave it alone for now. We definitely want the minimum. All right, good luck. All right, Luna. I don't like that it won't want to go look at that while I'm doing it. Come here, you. It's just not going to be like that, huh? Okay, apparently I'm not allowed to zoom on the moon. Want to do moon zoomies. All right, we're going to need a solar array. And really, I'd like that before that if possible. I don't think that's going to actually... Oh, no, it did. Okay, it did pause this. There's no reason to build this when I can't power it. We'll go ahead and finish that because it's so close. All right, 7 days on the Hab. 95 people. Okay, I can math. I can. Hooray. All right, we have 115 people here. 37 or 120 people here. No, 120 Hab space. Right, okay, that makes more sense. So I was gonna, again, scratch my head on that one. 36 days on the solar panel. That's gonna give us 5 more power. And just remind me, glass is gonna take 2. Okay. I want to make sure that we weren't gonna run out of power because that would be very embarrassing. 6.3 years left of metal. We are rapidly draining that. Let's, again, if I take it, they can't have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop another mining base. And I think we will probably add a second water one. What's everyone else doing? Oh, look at this! Roscosmos is definitely in the lead amongst the AI of actually getting something done here. Yeah, everyone else is lagging quite far behind. Glass kiln completed on the moon. 47 workers. We're producing glass. Our first, what I would say is advanced material, although I guess you could argue fuel, being built not on Earth. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. There's so much silicon here. Obviously, we may still want to do local production some places, but still, very, very happy with that. What is your problem here? Yeah, okay, I see. We're not getting enough energy. So we are, yep, we are down. I need you to finish ASAP. I'm glad that it's not just like a blackout. I'm glad this game does like a brownout system, even if that's not necessarily fully realistic. 3 days. Yeah, let's pause here for a second. Mars. Where are we at on things? We are still a ways before people arrive. Planet itself. Okay, we had more. Our people did arrive already. So for that, these 13. Actually, you know what? I don't want to take all of these apart. I may want to move some people around, and the number would be 20. So let's take 9 of these apart. Go ahead and do that. That only leaves 4 of them here, which is totally fine. Okay, and we're not building. Okay, so you, I don't actually want you. 85 people. We have 20 for the shelter, and we have an additional 100 there. I really don't need this outpost. I'm just going to take that apart. Yeah, I'm paying for something stupid on that. Okay. Habitat's up. We are getting metal. We have a decent amount of metal. Okay, I have not built that launch pad I was talking about. Let's do that. Then probably more fuel refineries. We're only working 15 people. Oh, I can't do it because we don't have the rares. I think I sent some rares over, I hope. We are going to want a hydroponic farm. You know what? Let's just queue it up. We don't have the carbon here yet, but that's okay. It sounds like the game's smart enough to shut it off. A few bucks of upkeep is annoying, but I'll accept it. Other things, alloys wouldn't be a terrible one. Well, right now it's mostly the fuel and the food that I'm worried about. Helium found on Jupiter. That's probably going to be one of our main sources of it, if I had to guess. Solar array finished on Luna. Not over there. All right, no more brownouts. Good to see. 125 on the farm, 45 on the mine, 50 on the second water mine. I don't want to go too crazy here on fuel because there just isn't that much water. I'm a little concerned about that, actually. 59 years at the current rate, but that's gonna really go up. Although I guess there'll be lots, it'll just be hard to get to. So yeah, it is what it is. So these things say water ice extractor. I wonder if I need a different extractor to go for the other stuff, the underground. There isn't one, or maybe these switch over? I'm not certain. Maybe it's buried ice, could also be the case. Nitrogen on Jupiter, sure. Okay, so right now, things that of most concern to me are Mars stuff arriving and getting some of our Stratos back from Mars over to us. I think with those extra people here, let's go ahead and queue up another habitat. I don't think we're going to need that anytime soon, but let's just get it up and running. I really hope one of these, was I smart enough to send? Okay, that's the Phobos mission. Second Phobos mission. One of these is Mars, but I can't seem to click it. Okay. We'll find out how smart Babel is. It's been a little bit since I did those other recordings, so I honestly just don't remember. Man, you are in a hurry, aren't you, Phobos? Okay, some of these are interesting to me. That is interesting because it is fissiles. Do we have any other? In the inner solar system, the solar wind kind of gets rid of any of the watery asteroids. That's why there's not very many of them. We'll find more and more of those as we go out. But we do have Ishtar here. This is definitely something we could get to. Sending a probe out this way would probably be the best. God, am I going to use the freaking Falcon for that? It feels so bad. I think I would rather build a few probes, launch them to space, and then, yeah, that's way more efficient. So let's go to our Earth orbit docks. Can I produce some iris here? I can. Let me make one of these here. We have a probe. I just want to see what the mechanics look like. Am I able to get out that far with just a simple ISIS, or am I going to need something more advanced to do that? Okay, over here we have one ship. Nothing that I would want to take home. Planned missions. Now we sent one back to the surface, so let's just go to orbit. I can basically land for free, but I can't take off for free. So we'll go to orbit. Minimum amount of fuel, please. Yeah, 35 tons. Much less painful than coming out of the Atmo, that's for sure. Man, at some point we might even have to import fuel to Earth. That is going to feel incredibly bad. Incredibly bad. $54 are working. We'll see how many a farm actually takes. We'll have some extra water. Okay, things arriving. You'll love to see it. Take me over here. Let's actually pause. Okay, so all my ships arrived. 25. I don't think that's me. I think that's other stuff. Okay, so Phobos. 10 auto mines have arrived. Okay, maybe there is still people arriving here. 10 auto mines are going. We have a little bit of fuel. That should be enough that I could move this ship around once if I want. Yeah, we do have another one arriving here. We'll go ahead and let game roll while I'm looking at this. So Deimos. Yeah, so this one was sent to just automatically harvest water. We are getting almost 1/4 of a ton per day. That's definitely nowhere near the numbers we're going to need, but that at least gets me started. We did send the constructor here too, so we will use metal from from Phobos. We didn't get a probe here. I would really like that. We could bring a probe from over here. If I could take off. Let's see if we actually can. Yeah, and if I brought some metal... The thing is, I need to have workers there, so even just bringing metal is not really going to matter. I was smart enough to send some rares. Good job, me. Okay, before we get too carried away with things, research laboratory. Okay, we don't have enough alloys. Okay, I think let's go ahead and queue the alloy smelters. Okay, we're currently producing 12 extra power, so we're good there. Yeah, that can be brought back. That doesn't really matter as much because I don't have the stuff to actually use it. Oh my goodness. You, finish the launch pad first. I thought that was done. 10% is 10%. Beautiful. Does that even take anything to run? Ooh. Yes, please. Important information. Solar cells. Unlike other spacecraft, solar sails do not expel propellant. Their lightweight construction and large reflective surface allows them to move using minuscule pressure of sunlight to slowly change their orbit. This means they do not require refueling, but they can only take the slowest path between objects. They are also unable to reach more distant objects as sunlight is not strong enough past the asteroid belt to let them maneuver. We'll look at getting some of those built in a second. So you, finish. I want to know, do you actually take people to work? No. Does not seem to be the case. Okay, good. Weird, but good. All right, then we're going to get an alloy smelter up. Now, does it tell me 2.5 power? We still should be plenty under that. So that'll be fine. We'll use those alloys that we're going to make to be able to build our research center. That should be golden. Okay, Phobos. All right, so we have our mobile habitat has arrived with 20 people. We are basically waiting on some metal. Once we have some metal, we're going to do more. Okay, I really want that probe up here. Let's seriously look at doing that. Plan a mission from Mars to Phobos with one of the Stratusi. I don't know how to plural that one. We need to send a probe. Would I want to send anything else? Yes, but can I? Probably not. Actually, kickstarting some metal up there would not be horrible. Because the sooner I get some up there, the sooner we can start doing some extraction. Just out of curiosity, is this even possible? Oh. Wait a minute. We didn't need to launch one for our other guy. Was that because my cargo has now made it too heavy? Okay, that says none. Did I just misread that? No. There's a weight limit here. I mean, that totally makes sense. Okay, 101 works. 110 works. Oh my gosh, this is going to be annoying, isn't it? 129 does not work. 125 pounds does. Okay. At 125 pounds, I can take off. How detailed. I would like a return so I can at least decide what I want to do. We'll give it a little bit of fuel here. Phobos 3 mission from Mars to Phobos. This is the first time that we have launched a local space mission from Mars to another location. Making history. We are launching today. Yay! When are you planning on actually getting there? Phobos. Okay, we're getting it there. For a second, I was like, did I launch that the wrong way? Would have been embarrassing. Okay. Phobos. Okay, that's already a great head start. Okay, and we have the probe here. Okay, as much as I'm enamored with this, we better do a quick check-in elsewhere. Getting quite enamored there. Okay, 23 days on the farm. This farm has carbon and it has plenty of water. Should be up and running. We did drop a second water mine just to try to take a larger chunk of the easy stuff. Only 4.5 years left of metal. My inner greed wants me to take it all, but I also realize I need to let them have some, or they need to get to the point where they at least need supplies and they want to buy stuff from me, so maybe we won't rush that along for now. How magnanimous of me. We have double habitats. Hey, did we have we had somebody born here. I only had 115 people here. We have our first Luna baby. If you're a Luna baby, comment below. There you go. The first one, we'll call her Lua. There you go, little Lua. That is great. Okay, to that end, though, I was just gonna say we have plenty of room, but that already goes to show that we can get some population growth. I would like to take this mobile habitat out of here too. We can send that elsewhere in another mission. I don't need it here, especially when we can already build on our own. Look at that, we've already built 12 glass. Okay, I'm not gonna go too crazy here yet. We could actually build an actual silicon mine. I don't need it. But at some point, it's probably not gonna be worth having these mining modules here. And these are expensive to build, so we'll repurpose these probably over to Mars, or maybe we'll send down one of those other asteroid missions I've been talking about. So let's go ahead and let's queue up an actual mine. So this will be a silicon mine, just the one to get us started. We don't need it, so not in a rush. Earth, how are you doing? We have our capsules back. I could just immediately send another 75 people to the moon, but I don't really think I need that. Fuel is exceptionally worrisome. We're making 0.6 a day. Produces 0.6 with 5 of them. So 3 or 4 more, we could get up to 1 ton a day. I just don't even know if that's worth our time. What is the global fuel price? 86 bucks for 1 fuel. So if I built 8 of these and I made 1 fuel a day, I don't know, because remember, it's not just the water's kind of free, but not, because I am having to mine that. But we're also doing power. We're also using people. The people are using supplies. Like, there's a whole bit coming underneath that. Then again, if this ever stops producing, I'm going to be in big trouble. I'm going to buy that out again. Are you going to immediately sell? I think what's happening is I'm buying it all. They're putting up a buy order and one of the AIs is selling their fuel. I think that's what's happening. Because I've used way more fuel than they have, obviously. Mars did something, but I missed what it was. One constructor is currently working on the alloy smelting. Yes, yes. Okay, let's hold on. Okay, over here. Okay, proby. Get probing. 59.9 kilotons. That's not actually that much carbon. I'm a little shocked how low that is. I feel like this game is lowballing a lot of these resource numbers. I don't know. If you want to go for realism, that feels really weird. If it's going for game balance, okay. Same thing with the metal on the moon. Like, I don't know what the actual numbers are, but there's a lot of metal up there that, you know, everyone's drooling over in real life. 49.9 kilotons. So not, again, not like humongous amounts. And for the silicon, I care a lot less about the silicon here, to be honest. I would rather get that down on the surface. I guess we don't. No, yeah, we do. Yeah, I'm a lot less concerned about that. Okay, so here. Okay, the probe's ready to move. I kind of want to hold off though. I kind of want to move the probe and some metal over to the other moon. If I'm gonna fly around, I might as well do something useful with it. I think we're just gonna chill on that. Okay, if I want to just have a Stratos leave, can I do that? Stratos back to Earth orbit. Empty. 128 tons. And if we do optimal, 121 tons. We're leaving in 2026. That's fine. Go ahead and do that. I just want to get these back so we can use them for other things. Okay, we also did get our solar sails finished. So we go to Earth orbit. I want a spacecraft. Oh, we have a couple things here. We do have that Selene also. Okay, so I can do this one. I'm gonna need to launch some noble gases up here, but I can totally do that. I'm gonna need some electronics up here. Okay, so we need to send a supply mission up here is basically what I'm seeing. And you are polymers and a bit of normal metal. God, I don't even want to launch that from Earth. I'm like, should I send it from the moon? Maybe we send it from the moon. God, that's so painful. It's so painful to launch. Okay, Earth. We have fuel currently. Plan me a mission. Earth orbit. Just a payload. All right, so I'm gonna need some regular metal. We'll go with 200. Okay, and then I'm gonna need some, what else did I say? Electronics. We'll send all that. I have 3K fuel up there, so I don't really want to send more. I am gonna need some noble gas, and I don't know how much. So let's just send all 500. That should be, hopefully that's enough. I really would prefer not to be buying that. We'll send that up on an Eagle. Okay, Earth orbit. Wait for that launch day. There it is. All right, so we would like to construct a Selene. Go ahead and do that. And then we are going to make the Daedalus, and we want basically as many of these as I can get. So that'd be 5, that'd be 10. That's going to be 5 because of the polymers. So click you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that uses up all my polymers we have up here. Okay. Not bad, not bad. On the moon. Okay, so we did get our farm up. Okay, it's 5 people, uses 0.1 water and 0.02 carbon. So we're using 5 times as much water as we are carbon. Okay, we have quite a bit here. I really appreciate that this gives me a timer. At our current rate of consumption, we have 87.5 years worth of carbon. Excellent. Excellent. And water is actually going up quite a lot. So here we have 87 years basically of this. We're producing 0.1 ton of supplies. We are using 0.07. So we are actually coming out ahead. We are self-sufficient on Luna not counting the carbon input. I don't know where we're losing carbon because it should be a closed system. That's a little weird to me. You'd recycle, waste product and carbon dioxide scrubbers. So a little weird there. Maybe that'll be a later tech. We don't have a vehicle here. I kind of wish I had taken these with me. Probably the mobile fuel too. Okay, to that end though, I did bring those rares because I wanted to do another fuel. Let's double that. Yeah, the fuel up here is just so much better than getting fuel off of Earth. This is like 3 trips to and from Earth. Meanwhile, here we can't even produce a single launch worth with five things producing. Where are we at on that production? Earth orbit. We are getting close. Okay. Now, I don't think I'm actually going to launch that mission. They're trying to show me how to do the gravity assist. We've kind of seen that with when I was trying to get ahead of the game, but we'll see here explicitly in a second. I am going to probably use this to send some probes to some of those interesting asteroid-y type areas. This is an area where the EU definitely has a big advantage because they have that first electric engine upgrade, making this thing far, far, far more efficient. Okay, done. And we have a probe here. Let's plan a mission from here to... Now, Ishtar could be interesting because it does have water, but in all honesty... Well, hold on. Let's do this mission first. So, plan a mission with a Selene to Jupiter. Jupiter. Destination. What do you mean too low? What crew? Should be no crew up here. Plan a mission from Earth to... Oh, I know why. Not Jupiter itself. To the orbit of Jupiter. With the Selene. Alright, so plan a mission with a Selene to Jupiter orbit. Launch vehicle needs none. We will do it for an optimal. 9.7 tons of noble gas. I want this to be... I really don't want to launch that. Nope. Nope, we're going to cancel that. Okay, done. Immediately plan the next mission to Pluto using gravity assist. If we could cow. Gravity assist is a maneuver where a spacecraft gains speed and changes directions by flying past a moving planet, using its gravity and motion to boost velocity relative to the sun without using extra fuel. Plan a mission to another planet's orbit and then immediately plan a mission to another object. Gravitational assist will offer significant saving of propellant. The amount of free boost depends on the planet's speed and mass. You must plan the next mission before the previous arrives. Okay, we gotcha. So take me to Jupiter. Plan a mission to Pluto. And it says Pluto proper because there's no white ring. Spacecraft. Are you really not going to let me do that? No. Origin is Jupiter orbit. That's the problem. Selene. Yep. 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 Okay. And we would want that on fastest. The difference between optimal, 25 years, 11 months, or fastest, only 9 years. So, there you go. Gravitational slingshot, done. We're not actually going to launch that, though. I'm getting concerned that we're not getting more missions, just FYI. What do you want? Okay, stuff in orbit. I can do that. All right, planned missions. This one... I want that canceled. You. Take me to Earth orbit. You. Are you really not going to let me cancel that? There we are. Is that because we have a further mission? Give me Jupiter orbit. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? All right, well, I guess we're gonna have to let that one go. That's weird. I wonder why I'm not allowed, because it was unpaused for a second, so they started prepping the launch, but it didn't go. I really don't want that. Oh, and now I'm allowed to cancel it. Okay, whatever. I don't want to waste that. Okay, what I do want to do is from an Earth orbit to... Forget about that. That's way not happening. All right, these are interesting enough, but I'm not desperate. Those feel kind of desperate to me. If I was going to do one, this was interesting, but I can't mine it yet. And the water is also interesting, and maybe the carbon might be too, but let's be a little more adventurous. Latintia here has all kinds of goodies. All kinds of goodies. So let's plan a mission to there. We're going to use... Why do I not... Hang on. Earth orbit. I think I gotta let some time go. I need my other ship back. You didn't launch, did you? A little bit of funkiness on this one, I will say. Yeah, we don't have anything heading to the outer system, so it definitely did not launch. Where did my Selene go? Did it just magically poof? I think we might have had a little bug there. Very annoying. Very annoying. Yeah, very annoying. I just lost a random ship that I'm just not allowed to have, apparently. I'm gonna need one of those, though, because it's gonna be so much faster. Alright, well, I guess we will build another Selene. I guess we could one-way trip it. That could be a thing. We wanted to do that. Plan a mission from here to Latintia. Yeah, that other one did disappear. All right, well, whatever. This will be a one-way trip. Go ahead and send the probe. Now, this is going to happen, so I'm just going to preemptively, we're just going to send a supply out. I don't want to go with empty space, so... Make it happen. And for this, 1 year, 26 days. Doesn't matter which I take. Optimal is what we'll click on. What is your problem? Cannot carry enough. Yeah, and Iris is not going to do it. I keep calling that Isis. And Iris is not going to do that. Okay, annoying. Do I want to scan Apophis? Not really. All right, we'll just abort from that. We have to wait for the other one. That's, yeah, I knew I was going to need the better ship. That's really annoying that I was able to delete my mission, but it deleted my ship. We're feeling that one. Okay, over on Mars, and specifically on Phobos, 157 metal. Excellent. Go ahead and build me a metal mine. Kind of sucks that you have to spend your first big chunk on that, but conversely, once we have that, that's going to speed up our collection by quite a bit. And over on Deimos, yeah, look at that. We've already collected 35 tons of water. Now, my thought is I'm going to send some metal over here to build a habitat. And that way we can put more people here. Annoyingly, though, How much is a habitat? Please tell me you're less than 149. Gravity is too low for a habitat. Okay. All right. Now it makes sense that we might build an outpost. Annoyingly, but we might. Yeah. Grumble, grumble. There are late game things we can do about that, but we can't do any of that yet. Okay, here we do have 3 stratos. When we get 150 carbon, I'm going to send that over to Mars. I could probably set that up now. No, I don't think so. I think for a continuous mission, I would need to have that. And Mars itself, well, we're putting along. Why do we have no water? We have water. What is your problem? We don't have people. $85 people. Nobody's working. Oh, it happened. It already happened. We don't have any supplies. And we're in a catch-22. Even though we have carbon, nobody will work because they don't have supplies. That hurts. That hurts. Okay, so we need to set that up. That cannot stand. So Earth, I have supplies in orbit. When is the soonest that we could get that? So heading to Mars proper with a Stratos. 150 tons of supplies. No launch vehicle. We would launch in towards the end of the year. Either way, we take about the same. May, June, July. So 2-month difference. Probably doesn't matter, but I'm going to go ahead and burn fastest. I'm glad I caught that. I'm glad I caught that. We had already chewed through those supplies and I hadn't realized it. Yeah, we're close to getting this place. I don't want to call it self-sufficient, but up and running, let's call it. We need this to get to the point where it can provide enough carbon that we can feed them, and ideally them. And I think one of these two is probably where I should actually farm, because it's better than dropping it to the planet and then having to launch it back up. We can just drop it down. Yeah. Although then again, that being so small that I can't build a habitat, is this one too low? It is also. Annoying. Very annoying. Okay, well the outpost makes slightly more sense now, at least in this context. I didn't realize that we couldn't build a habitat with that low. You could still build one even if it had low gravity. The outpost doesn't do anything different there. Not like it has a gravity generator. That is really annoying that we didn't quite make that. And there's just nothing I can do to fix it other than send those supplies. All right, well, that's going to cool off that for a hot minute. Okay, they're sending some more stuff up to the moon. What do you got going on, moon? You still have supplies, and you're gaining supplies, so that's good to see. You do have some power. Glass is going... Look at that. We almost have enough glass to build another solar panel. Metal's going well. Oh, look at that. Lots of launches going to the moon. Apparently the AI woke up. Only 3.8 years worth of metal mining until it's depleted. I think when that depletes will be my signal to take my mining modules. It'll just be so inefficient at that point. Could build another hab. Look at that, we're up to 97. Luna babies. All right, let's do that. We're having a lot of stuff sit idle here that I don't like. And we have extra workforce too. I'm so tempted to take that metal. You don't even know. I just really want it. Okay, well, the silicon is not going to run out anytime soon. So I'm not concerned about that. The water... I mean, the easy stuff will run out sooner than the others. And there will still be water, it'll just be slow. I don't have any rares here to increase our fuel production. I'll tell you what. We'll do 3 more water extractors. Alright, Earth, we still need lots of stuff coming from you. What is your orbit got? Okay, we have 1 done, 1 in the works. Okay. Now it says that you can change this thing in queue, but I don't see a way to do it. For buildings, you drag and drop. For these, when I click it, it opens that menu. So I'm not sure what it means by being able to change the order that they're building. We do have one of these available, but I don't really have anything I need to ferry yet. Yeah, I really don't have anything yet. Was there something I was waiting on the moon for? I don't think so. We could use those to sling stuff to Mars, though. We'll have to see. Actually, yeah, we could sling things towards Mars. I'm already sending this, and that's going to be way faster than our slow boating. Do I send them just some carbon, maybe? Let's see what this looks like. All right, so we cannot land, so we're going to have to take it to the orbit, and something over there is going to have to pick it up. So, Luna to Mars orbit. We don't currently have anything that can do it? Is that true? Whoops. I thought I had one of those done. I do. Limited in range. Is that just too far for me? Unfortunate. Okay, well, is what it is. What do I want to set you up to do? I guess we'll just sit on those for the time being. Harmonon Ganymede. All right. Okay, I'm gonna cancel these for now because I really want to get this up and running. I could be planning other things. Okay, Earth. Oh, we're out of metal. Shoot. We've been out of metal for a while. Sure. We'll just buy the Earth's metal. At some point, it probably won't make sense to do that, and we'll want to be importing if we're still building anything here. But for the time being, that's fine. We are losing food here too. You know what? Let's build a farm. And that way we don't have to worry about running out of food. And maybe we could even stockpile a little bit. I wouldn't want too much though, because again, launching it up just is so expensive. Okay, other than that, we're looking good. We basically just need to do other stuff. I do have this mission here. We're gonna start in on that Hermes pretty soon. I don't think that's a long research. I probably should get on launching stuff. Let's do that quick. Give me a mission to Earth orbit with a payload. All right, so I need to launch 10 fissiles. They want 100. We'll send at least 200. Actually, probably should do more now. So 500. 500 alloys up there. It looks like I also need extra electronics. I have spares up there already. I don't want to send metal. I don't want to send fuel. You know what? Let's buy some more carbon and we'll send that up there. Definitely not that amount. I can send just under 300. We'll just get that up into orbit and then we can ferry that over to the moon as it comes available. 290 on an Eagle. Go. How long is that Hermes research going to take? A year. Okay. This is what they kind of want you to send your people on to Mars. because it's dedicated deep space transport with artificial gravity, life support capacity, and a powerful array of ion engines. The problem is those use a lot of noble gases, and you're going to rapidly run through Earth's supply of noble gas. So at least the stuff that's going to be available to you. It is so slow to procure yourself, it may as well not be an option, at least here. So, I mean, you could buy some, but I think you're going to rapidly run out. It's stupid expensive also. That habitat is done on Lua. 27 days left on our optimized payload bus. Yeah, that's totally fine. All right, a bunch of us launched stuff. Are you my... Yeah, that's all my food. What did you guys send? A construction. Yeah, I think part of the problem is the AI is sending weird. Like these have got to be on Stratos's, right? Or Artemis, or Ares. Like these are so wasteful. Like you're sending 5 tons out of 100, or 150 if you have the upgrade. The AI definitely needs a little bit of help figuring out payload optimization. Yeah, for sure. Okay, Luna. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I'm liking what I'm seeing here a lot. We're building the extra extractors. We've already lowered the water lasting to 29.7 years. We're going to lower that even more. The metal, 3.3 years left. You know what? Screw it. My greed is going to win out. Let's build one more metal mine. Nope, not 2. One more metal mine. Just lower that a little bit more. I'm probably not going to ship this anywhere unless it's to Earth. Metal's just so heavy and you need so much. If you can do it locally, I think that's definitely better. Not always going to be available as an option, but... Or, hey, maybe we need to ship this somewhere far away, but it's much better than lifting it off of Earth to do that. All right, so we have about a year on the Hermes research, and then we will be able to get this done. We'll see what we end up doing with it, because we obviously don't need to deliver a crew to Mars. And this is as far as I've seen on missions, so it'll be new territory for me from then on out. Yeah, mission to Mars was on the way, and that'll get Mars up and running. With that amount of supplies, hopefully I will be able to get everything juicing here. I'm a little disappointed. I don't know how I missed that we were running out like that. I thought I was being really careful, but at least we have the habitat, so we're not losing people while that's happening. All right, but that's going to be it for this one, builders. Hopefully you're still enjoying this one. I feel like we are kind of like the end of the early game. Like this is the easy parts. In the near future, we're going to be looking at Latitia, getting stuff over there, and then from there, Ceres out in the middle belt. So this is going to be, I think we can reach this with our Stratos, but this is going to be about it. Like this is as far as we can go out. Maybe we could look inwards, but we're going to need some more tech and whatnot. We're not going to be able to even land probes, I don't think, on Venus or on Mercury, at least not at the moment. Maybe we could look into that, but I have a feeling that we're not going to be able to. And we're going to want to have some presence in there, at least. Unknown resource, we need a probe. We got carbon dioxide, metal. This probably has a lot of metal at Mercury, if I had to guess. But I'm already getting myself drugged back into it. That's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. I'd love to have you back here, or maybe join me on a live stream. As always, if you want to support the channel, you can always leave me a super thanks, join me live for a super chat, check out the channel membership or the Patreon. All right, builders, I will catch you in space on the next one. Don't forget to do your Mars DoorDash. You got to order way ahead of time. It takes about a year to get there. Yeah, rush pricing applies. I will catch you in the next one. Babble out.